Gotta talk fast. Gotta talk fast. Gotta talk faster, faster, faster. Gotta talk fast.
Welcome to an oral review of Archie Comics Sonic the Hedgehog, reminding you that you don't need to externalize every thought or feeling you have. You don't have to type up or write out that snarky comment. Sometimes you can keep things to yourself. Verbally discussing things face to face with people you trust deeply in a safe location is good. Friends, therapists, etc. But there's an incredible value to not putting things out on Facebook comments, Instagram stories, Discord DMs, or even Signal chats. Especially Signal chats. You should unironically assume anything you put into your phone or computer can come back out in court. You don't have to impress anyone. Don't say certain things. Just don't. I'm Nick. And except for this intro, I wrote the script.
And I'm Dominic. And except for this intro, I haven't read any of today's script. But yes, just a reminder that there is incredible power to staying silent, actually, in certain contexts. Sometimes you need to speak the hell up. Other times you can just be quiet. I don't know if I think we've talked about this before, but I come off as very like safe to people and very like, you know, like I can talk to this guy about anything, which is what I've been told by you and others. So I don't know, but like that seems to be the thing. And like, especially conservatives, they feel comfortable talking with me and just saying their most baseline conservative thoughts. I'll just be like, yeah, oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. And, you know, you don't need to fight them necessarily. I mean, again, time and place, context is everything. Sometimes if you're at the dinner table, yeah, confront them. Go for it. You know, sometimes that needs to be said. Other times, if I'm out in the street, it's like, okay, cool, bro. Yeah, cool, bro.
Since conservatives have kind of stolen the bald beard look, I get confused as a conservative a lot, I'll say. Yeah. And I have definitely just kind of bit my tongue a lot of times.
Yeah, I know we've talked about this before, but it is just worth reiterating. Sometimes, I mean, it's a little beside the point I was making here, which is like legal based. But yeah, sometimes you don't need, again, with your friends, with people you trust, in person and not in any kind of record keeping device like a phone or computer or audio
and like
situation.
For the record, call out your friends if they say something dumb.
Yes, yeah. Do that. Definitely
don't
do
stay silent when it's friends and family. Well, depending on the family, if it's like an uncle and it's like once a year. If you want to start the drama, that's up to you, man. But I'm not gonna. Yeah, context matters. Unless if someone is like actively hurting someone out in the street or harassing someone. If someone comes up to me,
that's the context. Like, then you fucking you go all out there.
Yeah. Otherwise, if someone says something off color to me, I'll just be like, yeah, whatever, and just walk off.
I know a part of town
I don't know them, and I don't. Hey man, I know I look like I can fight. I probably can't. I don't want to find out. Yeah, that's something I don't need to find out. So if I find out the wrong guy is like, let's go, you know, mano-y-mano, I'll be like, I'm going to run. Yeah. And I don't want to do this.
But potentially, so again, repeating something we've said before, but like I've never been in a fight ever. And I think I can live my life, even with the shit I do, I'm pretty sure I can live my life without throwing a punch.
Yeah, you're scrappy. You could duck and weave and run.
I can just run. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Unless someone needs unless someone needs defending, which there actually is a decent chance of, you know, whatever. Not, but man, I hope there are others willing to help me because I got the noodle arms going. Anyway, that's another intro workout. But anyway,
what are we reading today?
Yes, we are reading Archie Comics Knuckles the Echidna. Number 4, release date June 4th of June 1997, publication date August of 1997. Lost Paradise Part 1, written by Ken Penders and penciled by Manny Galan. Having survived his initial encounter with the Dark Legion, a group of technologically advancing Echidna renegades, Knuckles begins to take a greater interest in his history, his heritage, and its accompanying responsibilities. Since learning that his ancestors were responsible for saving the floating island from certain disaster, and some responsible for placing it...
It's a bad sentence.
That's a horrible sentence. Come on, Ken. Yep. What is that?
Yeah. God. I wrote it out and I was like, this doesn't, I think, make sense even to me.
No, I'm just going to read it as is. Since learning that his ancestors were responsible for saving the floating island from certain disaster, and some responsible for placing both it and their people in greatest of jeopardy, Knuckles has begun to question what he has been taught, and now seeks the rarest of all treasure, the truth. It's out there, somewhere, waiting to be found in places one would never suspect. So what does that sentence mean, that run-on sentence?
Since that he learned that his ancestors kind of suck.
Got
right?
it. That's it. That we're good. Let's do that. We open on Vector, who is having a grand old time swimming in the riverbank when he sees a suspicious shadow. He thinks to himself, these shadows I'm scoping near the riverbank could be trouble. Without verifying who or what the shadow is, he goes into attack mode and ambushes it. Luckily for him, this shadow seems to be part of the Dark Legion. Vector goes in for a punch but easily gets outflanked. The Dark Legion member tosses him like trash, and Vector gets knocked out. The Legion member walks away saying, "I've got other echidna to fry," as they pull out a taser. We cut to Knuckles in the midst of trying to meditate.
You gotta do it in a Brooklyn accent.
I know.
That was honestly brilliant, dude. I'm so impressed.
Thank you.
That was so good.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Archimedes cuts in. Or I wish you took your meditation training more seriously, Knuckles. It's a load of mystic mumbo jumbo. That hasn't any benefits I can see. Archimedes says to hold, and the two begin communication via the mind. Archimedes tells Knuckles telepathically that there is an enemy behind him, the same one that attacked Vector earlier. Knuckles leaps into action and begins fighting, immediately knocking the taser the Dark Legion member had in their hands. The two continue fighting until Knuckles wrestles the Dark Legion onto the ground, pulling off the hood and revealing a woman echidna underneath. She's pink instead of red, has the traditional dreadlocks that one would expect from the echidna, but one of the dreadlocks is mechanical. The other dreadlocks have metal rings around them. She has a puff of jagged hair coming out of her forehead. Knuckles is shocked by seeing a woman. The Dark Legion member uses this moment to sucker punch Knuckles. She gets to her feet and grabs the taser, getting ready to take Knuckles out once and for all, when Archimedes blows some fire onto the taser, heating it up and burning her hand in the process. Knuckles grabs the taser and takes out the AA batteries inside. Knuckles begins interrogating. Okay, now then, whatever your name is, what's with the sneak attack? And where's the rest of Kragog's thugs, you female?
He didn't say you female. Did I say you female?
No, you're right. I added that in. My bad. That does change it.
Yeah, you gotta make sure he sounds as dumb as possible here because it's such a weird thing to do.
Now then, whatever your name is, what's with the sneak attack? And where's the rest of Kragog's thugs, female? Knuckles is giving real incel energy here. Okay.
So I don't know.
I thought I had something when I first read this, but I've forgotten it since. It's just generic.
I'm pretty sure she's gonna become a major character.
I agree too.
So.
No. What I'm saying is and I can't think of like a distinct enough voice.
Well, and also I was gonna say we can't do anything too ridiculous because I think she's gonna be talking a lot.
Yeah, I think so too. So actually, one of my more like muted female voices is Princess Sally. She has I do give her like. My mentality for Sally is that she is very headstrong, very leader-esque all the time, no matter what, and kind of like a bleeding heart in a sense.
Sure.
That's my mentality.
And you had the advantage of like kind of knowing that going into the character.
Yeah.
We're at like a real disadvantage here because I'm pretty sure she's going to become big, but I don't know the character, so I don't know what kind of attributes to kind of like give to her, right?
Early prediction. And I was gonna say the same thing after the issue we're done, but like I feel like she's gonna become good at one point.
Oh yeah, I think that's assumed. Quick, snarky.
Yeah, just based off what we have here from this story.
Yeah, strong, independent. Trying my best not to say things that are just Sally.
Strong female character.
Yeah.
The term that has, according to female to like women actresses in Hollywood, they're like, yeah, I fucking hate that term because it's nothing. It gives me nothing.
Yeah. And here I am giving you nothing.
That's fine. Because we don't have anything yet.
Yeah.
And to be fair to the writers, I'm not even like saying a writer thing. For a voice, I don't know how to approach that without.
No, yeah, this isn't, because I mean the character's just introduced, that hasn't had time to develop.
Right.
So of course this isn't shitting on the writing. This is more, what do we do for someone that we know is going to be a major character?
Look,
but we don't know the character.
We've changed voices before mid-fly. It's fine.
That's true. That is true.
Let's just go for it. We're thinking too much. Let's think. We're podcasters. Let's think more. Let's think more. Talk.
That's true.
We're talking. We're not even doing. Yeah. The name is Julie Sue, and I don't know where they are. Because she's like sneaky. Okay. She's like suspicious.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Cragog was so paranoid about you learning what the whole deal was that he activated the self-destruct sequence. I was all set to leave when at the last moment I saw you running past. I tried to follow, but things got crazy and it was all I could do to get out alive. The funny thing is, I wanted to rejoin the Legion, but I just can't. It's been like someone forcing their will over mine. I had to find you. I just don't know why. Knuckles is about to ask another question when the rest of the Chaotix arrive. They explain that something strange happened in Marble Zone, where the ground suddenly began shaking. As the group discusses it, we cut to Locke, Knuckles' father, watching them on a set of monitors. I didn't foresee this. Then again, nothing ever prepared me for Laura Lay either. An old Echidna with a monocle walks up behind Locke. What did we say this guy was? Oh, fuck. We've seen him before, right?
Is this guy... I thought this guy is new.
Oh.
Otherwise I would have named him.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless if one of the Echidna just started wearing a monocle.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Yeah, right? Just whatever we think the Monopoly Man sounds. Oh, the Monopoly Man doesn't have a monocle.
He does. He actually doesn't. I think that's Ace Ventura's fault.
In my timeline, he did, okay?
Yeah.
I don't know. Who has just go complete old English, like...
So it's just King Acorn. I don't know this. That doesn't feel tribal enough. Hold on.
But no. Make it old English, but Brooklyn.
Is that what old tribal is to you?
Yeah, I think so. That feels right.
The Brooklyn accent is a recessive gene.
Yeah, the Brooklyn accent is the oldest accent. I thought we all knew this.
I don't like that. This sounds Japanese. Hold on.
I think I'm standing by what I said.
Yeah, ancient Japan. It's just Brooklyn.
Yeah.
I don't like this lock. This appears to have disaster written all over it. You may be right, sir, which is why we'll have to be ready for anything unusual. We cut back to Julie, Knuckles, and Archimedes wandering around presumably Marble Zone. The three are marching along when the earth starts shaking. The three fall to the ground. They look up and see a giant city that just appeared out of thin air. We cut back to Locke and the old man watching on the monitors. All our careful planning. It just sounds like Rocky.
You know what? I don't hate this.
Okay, that's not fair. We can't just keep doing this because anytime Rocky is employed, you are always okay with it.
Yeah. Hey, man, it's true. It's good. It's a good voice.
All the careful planning. Oh, that I got it. Actually, no, I got it now. I was equating old with deep. Okay, it should just be old. All the careful planning, up in smoke, just like that. That just sounds like Rodney Dangerfield. Maybe.
But one of your go-to voices.
Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not. Archimedes is there. Let's see how it plays out. The three walk into the city. This can only be Incannopolis. But how can this be? I thought it existed only in stories my father told me. But this is indeed the fabled city of your origins. A woman's voice calls out to Knuckles.
It's a broken accent. It has to be, because he has to get the Brooklyn accent from somewhere, and his dad doesn't have it. Yeah. This is I decided as we were reading, or as I was reading.
It was in my head before you said anything. Knuckles, is that you? Knuckles turns around and is greeted by a woman who has long dreadlocks going to her hips and a long gold dress. Knuckles is confused. I can't believe that a son wouldn't recognize his own mother. I realize it's been a while, Knuckles, but do you think you can give me a hug? Knuckles ignores the request. I don't know what to say. I thought you were dead. Did your father tell you that? I would have thought he'd handle things better. Not really. No, he just said you were gone. My father was the only kid I'd ever known until recently. I never thought to question him about it before. And as quickly as she came, she begins to fade. And as quickly as she came, like all Brooklyn women, she begins to fade. I don't know what that means. The city fades.
It means once a Brooklyn woman comes, she disappears.
The city also fades. Julie, Sue, and Knuckles are now standing in the rubble of the once great city. Knuckles turns to Archimedes. I'll bet you know, Archie. I'll bet you know everything. What's the deal with my parents? Why I haven't seen other echidnas until recently? Even why I'm kept in the dark about it all? Oi, Knuckles, please, don't ask. You're not ready to know. Just then, the ground between the three shakes and splits. A canyon is formed, and Knuckles begins to fall. Julie Sue grabs him and pulls him up. Another shockwave happens, and the city reappears. Knuckles and Julie Sue march into the city. This time, there's chaos. Everyone seems to be running for their lives. Knuckles stops a random civilian and asks what's going on. Where you been, fella? It's the end of the world. We were warned of Judgment Day, and now it's here. The random civilian runs off. This is getting us nowhere. Let's go find my mother. At least she might have a clue. As the three march forward, Julie Sue finds a statue of an echidna with the following engraving. In gratitude of our guardian Hawking, creator of the hyperzone projector. Our civilization endures because of him. Hyperzone projector? Okay, that's gotta be it. Whatever's happening, we have to find out what happened to Hawking and his projector for our answers. A group of echidnas walk up, looking like park rangers with hats that have the initials EST. If anyone has any answers to provide, you three had better come up with some pretty quick. To be continued.
This feels like a weirdly written issue, right?
Yeah.
Like the editing feels off.
The pacing, yeah. It's a lot of jumps first and foremost.
Yeah. Let's start at the beginning. Let's start with the most important thing. I didn't call it out, but we get a pretty good shot of Vector's feet. So just screenshot that, put it in the catalog. We're slowly making a folder of every time we see someone's feet.
He's like living his greatest life down there.
Yeah, he's literally singing like an off-brand version of Under the Sea. It's pretty good. And then I like how he just kind of like sees a shadow and decides to attack it without like actually like investigating. He's just like, fuck it, let's do it, man.
To be fair,
that shadow looks suspicious.
That's very chaotic of him. Like, that is actually on brand.
It's pretty good.
That does say no. Compliments where it's due. That does say something about the isolationist nature of the chaotics and the island overall. As protectors, they're overprotective of it. They just happen to get very lucky this time.
That's true. Very lucky.
They make perfect cops. Okay.
That was the joke. I originally wrote that in, and I was like, I don't know if I'm going to say this one.
It's me. You should always make that joke.
All right, let's have the conversation. What do we think? I don't even know what to fucking say. What do we think about Inconopolis existing? Do we actually think this is existing? Do we think this is something that Mobile Mammoth is like projecting? I assume it's something real based on the conversations that Archimedes and Locke had and whatnot. So I assume this is some sort of bullshit where it exists 3 hours ahead of time or some dumb shit like that.
Anything's on the table. There are a variety of really wacky out there answers. You nailed them. Either Mammoth Mogul or like a temporal thing. Alternatively, it could be like a protective. It could be like a Wakanda thing, where it's like.
So that was. I'm glad you said that. That was exactly what I was going to end up saying too. Is this has real Wakanda vibes, right? And it almost feels like this place exists, and Knuckles was lied to, and like the Echidna race has like has been prosperous the entire time, and but they need someone to protect the island, and his lineage is the one that like gets the short end of the stick. If that's the case, I think this is fucking dumb as hell. I hate so much right now. This is literally like completely undoing the themes and ideas that were established earlier for Knuckles and his society, which was the whole idea of Knuckles' ancestors, the hubris of their technology, thinking it can always save them, and it being the ultimate damnation in the end. I think was maybe a poorly told story, but an interesting one, and I did enjoy that. If they use technology to save themselves and exist in some sort of temporal zone or something, that completely undoes the themes and messages that the last I can't say like 60 issues or something, because I mean not all of them are Knuckles based and whatnot, but it is literally flying in the face of everything that this comic has been establishing.
Yeah, I concur. That's like a trap of writers, which is like, yeah, let's do something interesting. Let's turn this all on its head. Let's subvert whatever for whatever's sake. Okay, but you're just so that's what subversion is. You're upending what was before, and that can be used to great effect. But this is just supplanting all of the things that we thought were cool about the original without again. Maybe they're gonna do something cool here. We're obviously gonna give it a chance just by nature of the show, but like. It's silly because it's so grand and sweeping. Like, hey, and again, we're speculating right now, but it's seemingly like this. Like, hey, an entire megacity has potentially been in existence this whole time.
But like, okay, we've seen the ruins of the city. So what does that mean, right? Are there like two timeline maybes? Maybe there's a timeline where the city exists and a timeline where it got destroyed, and they exist on top of each other and like they're merging or something.
They moved.
That's a thing.
They took refuge in a different timeline. The whole society did.
Yeah, something like that I can see. But also, I could see that as like it happening, but it's still flying in the face of the themes and ideas that these comics already established. So I think that's bad. And if you're sitting there trying to think of ways to me, what this feels like is they sat down, the writers, and was like, well, we already created this history and we know there was a bunch of echidnas. We've established that there's some echidnas. Knuckles had to come from somewhere. I mean, Locke fucked someone. They're not like what is it?
Asexual,
that can like
or
replicate
not,
themselves.
Yeah, they asexual reproduction. Sure.
Yeah, thank you. They're not doing that, right? So Knuckles had to come from somewhere, so we have to come up with, well, they don't have to, but it's a good idea to come up with a story of like, where is some of these other echidnas, right? But the idea that the city still exists is absurd to me. I think you could have done something where there's just like maybe a hidden forest it's just something where there's like other echidnas somewhere else that like Locke hasn't told them about. I would be okay-ish with. The fact that there's this many echidnas and they're like thriving. The only way I don't even know if I would accept it, but the only way I would be kind of okay with the story is if Encompass falls and it's still due to their hubris and all they did was
delay the inevitable.
Yeah. That's the only way the story would work, right? If it's anything else, then this is just bad writing.
Yeah.
And I don't have faith that, I mean, maybe, I don't know. We'll see.
It's not literally a Wakanda situation exactly, because I think they're in the ruins and in the physical space where there should be people. There should be like a city. So I think it's more like either a dimensional thing, a temporal thing, an extreme temporal thing, because that's how many generations ago?
Well, and so the term, God, this is gonna the term hyperzone projector.
Yeah.
So what that tells me is they created their own zone outside of Mobius that is kind of on top of its original location. So it's like still on Angel Island. It's just being projected into a different zone, right? And maybe the ruins are something that in the wake of the projection, like not all the buildings could have been saved, not everything could have been taken with it. So like there are ruins. But there is this projector that is like sending all of them into a different zone. That's how I'm viewing this.
Yeah, that makes the most sense.
That being said,
yeah,
I think this is an embarrassment if this is their society, because it looks exactly the same as the past. So technology wise, they haven't evolved in any way, shape, or form. What does that mean? Right? I'm sorry. I'm like, I don't know things yet. I guess we'll learn more in the next issue, and I'll be able to have more concise feelings. But
I acknowledge that we might be veering into too judgmental, like unwarranted judgmental territory. We're not set in stone yet. We're obviously still open.
But then this flies in the face of the Dark Legion as an enemy, because their whole thing was they wanted technology, and Encompass was rejecting technology. Unless if this is a thing where like everyone in the projector zone is like Dark Legion or something. I don't understand the whole core concept of the Dark Legion now in regards to Encompass, right?
I don't
unless
either.
If we were told, unless if there's like a quote lying going on about their like intentions, and their real intention is to invade Encompass, and it was never about technology or anything, right?
I don't know.
This is But then I would think if that was the true intentions, wouldn't is it Julie Sue? Is that her name?
Yeah, crazy name.
I feel like Julie Sue would understand that, right? Would the Dark Legion members know the true meaning of the Dark Legion then? Or is it something that's hidden from everyone? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. This is... What do you think a mechanical dreadlock does?
That was actually a question I was going to bring up at some point.
Do you think she like hacks things with it? Do you think there's like a computer that she can put her dreadlock into and like hack it?
It's just a giant USB. Like it's just a giant storage.
Essentially. Or is this like an Avatar situation, right? You think she can fuck with the mechanical dreadlock?
This dreadlock holds 10 terabytes of information.
Dude, I'd get a dreadlock like that.
Yeah. Could you imagine?
I guess it would be like a ponytail for me. Yeah, in my head now, Echidna's fuck like the Avatar, and they lock their dreadlocks together and, you know, mind meld. And if you want to get into the weird shit, you can get a mechanical dreadlock. Really up your mind sex game.
Okay. It's a literal mind fuck, yeah.
Yeah, literal mind fuck.
Battery operated boyfriend.
What we got Julie Sue coming in saying specifically, it feels like my will is not my own. I feel like that's kind of big, right?
It is, yeah.
But I don't know what that means yet.
I mean, there's basic manipulation, and then there's like sci-fi level like mind fuckery where she is somehow being controlled or manipulated through the energy, or not energy, but whatever the Dark Legion has going on for it, you know. And it's hard to decipher exactly what she means by it. Which is it
was a weird sentence on top of it. I feel like
but yeah. Well, that's the thing about the Echidnas is that they all try to. Ken likes to write them, and other writers too. But I feel like he's the main driving force here. They all talk so grandiose and fanciful in a way that is not engaging, and it's in a way that comes off pretty cringe, in my opinion. Like unnecessarily so. I understand, like, this is an advanced society that goes to a very like tribal, primal society, but I don't know, man. The fact that they're anthropomorphic echidnas already does not gel with how they're talking.
I agree.
How would they talk? Let's be frank here, though. Like, what would be better?
Well, I mean,
just talk normal.
I imagine it'd be closer to the language in Cloud Atlas.
Oh no, no! Which we famously cannot do here.
That's the choo-choo.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's just like Jamaican patois, right, or something, or however you say that.
Well, I don't know. My real like my thought process being like they'd stop using so many big words, right? They'd evolve beyond big words. Simple words will work. Shorter sentences will work.
Mm-hmm. For the record, Cloud Atlas is a really good movie. It's actually very easy to understand. I don't understand why people were having a hard time with that movie.
I agree 1,000%. And also it's a book.
Yes. Right. Maybe the book is more difficult, but
no, it's not.
Yeah, okay, sure. That makes sense because it's like, this is so grandiose. It's actually pretty damn simple. And because
that being said, I hated reading. Well, I liked the first half of the book. But then when you get to the part that's in the future,
where the broken English is the broken language,
everything is spelled phonetically.
Oh, that's just Filipino. That's just Tagalog.
And I absolutely hate it when books do that.
Yeah,
it's not like I understand why you're doing it. It makes sense artistically, but like my mind like breaks every single time I have to try to read something that is like spelled phonetically.
Yeah, you're doing like hard work and it's disconnecting you from the experience.
Yeah, and I literally had to drop it at the future parts because I was like, I just can't read this anymore.
Like the whole thing, everything was just that.
Well, so how the book is split up is, you've seen the movie, right?
Yes.
The movie is very interchanged. the book starts at the farthest past point and then tells like half of the story, and then it just kind of goes chronologically in order all the way up to telling like half of the story, all the way up to the future part, and it tells the whole future part, and then it slowly starts going back in time and finishing each of the stories as it goes through, ending on the very first story that you start on.
That's cool.
Yeah, no, it's a good concept. Yeah,
but that future part was just too much for you.
That future part just,
I get it.
And in retrospect, what I should have done was just skip that part and just continue reading.
Yeah.
But I'm stubborn.
Last thing I'll say about Cloud Atlas is that I will actually defend its use of Yellowface, because I don't think that was Yellowface. I think, which is when a white actor dons an Asian aesthetics / makeup to like Mickey Rooney in Breakfast at Tiffany's, which is legitimately horrible. But in Cloud Atlas,
okay, you don't get to just pick and choose.
I do get to pick and choose. Yeah, I know. It works there because
in Breakfast at Tiffany's, because it's just a great portrayal. No racism, not a hint.
In Cloud Atlas, it works because it's done actually to make a point about like reincarnation and the weaving of characters and people. And they sealed. If it was just that, I would get it. But they sealed the deal by making an actual Asian actress white and Hispanic. Yep. And they tried to make Keith David, the blackest man on earth. They tried to make him Asian. And it's like, okay, you're not trying to hide it, right? You're just like, you're going full, like, this is the concept. And
it makes perfect sense in the context of the movie.
Yes.
Which is, it doesn't.
Yeah.
You go watch Cloud Atlas. In fact, you know what's really funny? I have it right here. The 4K went on sale for like $20.
I forgot. Do Jim Sturgis and Hugo Weaving, while they were playing Asian characters, did they do like accents?
I don't think so, but honestly, it's been a couple years since I've seen Cloud Atlas.
If they did like accents, I can. That is problematic. I would have just stuck to just speaking English. Well, I don't know. I'd have to watch the movie again.
The Asian person had an Asian accent, but I think that was more of a class thing because she was a like slave.
Right. Yeah. She was Somni
because the upper class people, I don't remember having Asian accents.
Okay.
It doesn't matter.
Okay, if that's the case, that even tells something about that. I think that's really cool. That's like the Western. Yeah. Okay. Cultural imperialism. All right. So I'm so sorry. That was a tangent, but anytime I talk about Cloud Atlas, I love that. Yeah, this is much less elegant.
Well, we don't know that yet. This might become the Cloud Atlas.
You're right.
The Archie Sonic.
You're right.
A story that can only be told through many, many decades.
I am conscious of us being too quick to judge and not letting things play out. The issue is we have a low trust with this series. Like, we've been proven correct in many cases, at least of the distrust. Maybe not in our exact details, but we are justified in how things are being handled. Okay. Yeah. What else? What do we think EST stands for? Incanapolis Security Team. Like,
wow, that makes so much more sense than what I thought.
What did you think it was?
I was just like, this doesn't make any sense. Echidna Street Team? I don't know.
Okay. They're okay. Shout out here. If the intention was to make the security team, I'm just saying that security team, law enforcement.
I think you're 1,000% correct.
I think so too.
But in my heart, I'm right.
If the intent was to make them look like non-threatening civil servants who in a civilized, progressive society are meant to be servants of the people and not gangs and agents of the state, or at least push that narrative, then they did a great job making them look non-threatening. and I appreciate that. That's how law enforcement should be. Assuming you go with the narrative that law enforcement exists. But either way.
So actually, I just noticed this is more important than what I'm about to say.
Yeah.
Screw themes. Those boots are too big.
Thank you. I was going to bring that up. They look tall as shit, which maybe that's a point about
and wide. It's tall and they look like Mega Man boots or something.
That's the style, man. No, you're right. Okay, the red one, middle left, it is actively like hugging he's like hugging the side of it, and there's a massive gap for a boot.
Back to my actual thing I wanted to say.
For comparison, Knuckles has shoes that hug his ankles. It's not universal.
It's tight.
Yeah. That shit's tight, yo.
It's interesting that they chose to model the security team off of park rangers because there's a implication is might not be the right word. There is an association with how that dress is that is associated with nature, that is associated with like preserving, and I don't think that's an act. Well, maybe it is. I don't think that's an accident. I think they're trying to invoke that thematically. And if that's the case, I wonder if this city has tried to touch more in roots with its nature, which was the whole point of the city leaving Earth to begin with, right? Like its own technology, literally severing its connection to the Earth, severing its connection to nature. I think it's interesting that they chose a dress that is associated with nature. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Something else I want to point out, the Hawking character has very superhero vibes.
Main character syndrome.
Yeah, right. Well, yeah. Main character syndrome is good to the point. Well, I'm sure this will become a very obvious point where it seems like he's kind of a douchebag. That's just the vibe I get from the statue.
I actually think main character syndrome is inaccurate of a term because he did do something according to the plot.
He kind of is the main character.
Yeah,
he
exactly. Yeah, so that's inaccurate.
But we just happen to not be seeing the main character right now. We see his after actions.
It definitely seems like he wrote his own plaque, though.
Oh yeah. But he's got this like swarmy smile going on. Smarmy.
Smarmy. S-M-A-R.
Smarmy.
Yes.
That's a dumb word. Let's just take that out of the lexicon. He's got a giant H on his chest, like a almost Superman kind of thing going on here. He's got like lightning bolts on his gloves. Like he's got a real child's view of what a superhero would look like.
I mean, this is supposed to... Incanopoulos is low-key like Krypton before the fall.
Oh, I know.
But I do like the idea of like everyone else being like, this fucking Hawking guy, Jesus Christ. He gets us the projector. That's whatever. Just let him do his thing.
I think we're close to wrapping up. But what... Okay, fuck, I forgot about this. I didn't call it out earlier. Get a load of this fucking guy.
Yeah, I noticed this guy as well. So for our audio listeners, he's got like a... Was that... You should call that a leather jacket?
Pompadour? Is that the name of the haircut?
Right. It is a pompadour, basically. It's a pompadour with even like a strand like looping in front of him. He looks like a greaser.
He's got greaser energy.
He's big greaser energy. I don't know if that's a leather jacket. Well, I think it's a leather jacket. Blue leather jacket.
If they could afford more black, they would have done black.
Yeah.
But they used all the black on this guy's hair.
It feels like
they didn't have any left for the leather jacket.
It feels like they drew him where it's like, yo, Manny, he looks like a greaser. You got to change something. We'll make it blue so he looks less like a greaser.
Well, I mean, I feel like they wanted him to look like a greaser.
Yeah, right. I don't know. I don't know what that's supposed to convey. What does a greaser mean in this context?
I mean, this guy has real main character energy. In fact, I'm upset we don't follow this guy. Who cares about Knuckles? I want to know more about greaser echidnas. I want to see their street gangs. I want to see if they're snapping to the beat and stuff.
How pissed would you be? How pissed would you be if you were like 15 years old and you've never seen a woman in your life? That's a lie. That's a lie, because Knuckles has met Sally for the longest time.
Oh, well, okay. How about this? Female Echidna.
There you go. Yeah, and really just being isolated for all of your life. That's the big part, is isolation. Being isolated from society for all of your life. And like there was a massive city like right there in your backyard. I'm like, what
Dude,
the fuck?
Honestly, this would legitimately break me. Like, this is like fucking insane.
Again, we don't know the full the story of how this operates, but man, just how much would it suck if you could easily just go to Inkonopolis
and like hang out and make friends and not like I feel like Knuckles is like emotionally stunted, and it's probably because of the fact that he doesn't interact with anyone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, honestly, it's just a metaphor for the suburbs. It's just a metaphor for being a suburbanite.
Before we wrap this up, I should ask, there is a third angle we didn't come at here for the city, is like, this could be a trap, right?
Right.
This could be a thing that like was designed specifically to like mess with Knuckles or something. And the only reason why I'm there, I do have another thing after this. The only reason why I'm like maybe is because one of the first people he sees when he walks into this city is his mother.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, A, would he even remember what his mother looks like? B, would his mother immediately recognize him? Right? I feel like there could be something at play there. There could be.
That is suspicious. That is very convenient.
Yes. But also, what is Archie Sonic comics but convenient when it comes to the plot?
Yeah. That's the thing. We don't have the trust.
The other thing I wanted to point out, all the Echidnas, except for Knuckles' mom, are not red. That's new. All the Echidnas in the past have, I guess one of the EST members is red.
I think and
he just looks like Knuckles.
I think that's more just to differentiate.
Okay, but every single time we've seen a flashback up until this point about Inkonopolis and stuff, everyone has always been red.
You're correct. I think that's like a soft retcon, not a retcon, but more like that's fair. That's fair. That could you could also interpret. You could interpret those earlier issues as seeing the past through the filter of someone. It's like, yeah, of course Knuckles is gonna
rose-colored glasses.
There you go, rose-colored echidnas.
Mm-hmm.
I do like how everyone seems to be on the color spectrum of like reds and earthy colors. There's one purple, like the Pompadour Man, like the greaser.
There's a gold out there.
Yeah, gold. That's in red. That's like within the red spectrum because it's a near neighbor, like red, orange, yellow.
Okay. I'll let it slide.
That's one of my favorite things about you, Nick, is that I say something correct and you go, I'll let it slide.
Yeah, because I'm gonna let it slide, man. And that's the issue. Only 493 left to go. I'm Nick. I stream at twitch.tv/Mojosaurus, and my personal blue sky is at Mojosaurus.
And I'm Dominic. You can find my jazz and people power adventures in Chicago at Blue Collar Jazz.
You can follow us on socials at Gotta Talk Fast. We have a video version of the podcast where you can follow along with panels and watch our handsome faces. You can write in at the show at sonicgrams@gottatalkfast.com, ask us questions, provide corrections, and give us your opinion on this week's issue. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. And remember, when life keeps going fast, you gotta talk fast and just get through it. I
Gotta talk.
Gotta Talk Fast was written by Nick Folkerts and edited by Dominic Guanzon. Intro and outro themes recorded by Dominic Guanzon. Gotta Go Fast originally composed by Norman J. Grossfeld, Joseph Garrity, and Russell Velasquez.
Gotta talk. Gotta talk. Gotta talk fast. Gotta talk fast. Gotta talk fast. Gotta talk fast. Gotta talk